Okay, so this is Ikari Warriors 2. It's a true sequel to the first game. The story goes something like this. You're still the heroic Ikari Warriors, Paul and Vince. And while flying home from the enemy nation you just invaded and rescued the colonel, things turn black while in the plane, and Paul and Vince are kidnapped in space and time. So now it's the mission to fight the way back, however you do that when you're in a different dimension. But that's the mission, and it should take us roughly 10 minutes to do so. So I'm going to count down from 3 as usual, and then it's off we go. 3, 2, 1, start. So the first thing I'm going to do is to collect and activate the boomerangs. The boomerangs are incredibly overpowered in this game, so as long as you spam them, you're unlikely to take any collision damage. You can still take bullet damage, assuming any enemy survives long enough to fire off any bullets. It's a bit costly to use the boomerangs because the menuing in this game is extremely slow, but I think in a marathon setting it's worth it because I'm going to need the health for later on, most likely. There are some random elements that I'm not in control over. So there are some similarities with the first game, but obviously also quite a few differences. So we already saw that you have different weapons to choose from, and you can also collect power-ups in this game. So now I'm in the robot suit, or whatever it's supposed to be. In this state you are invincible, and anything you touch will take damage every frame, or I mean every 3 frame, because this is a 20 FPS game. So I'm going to use that to quick kill the first boss. Before we continue to level 2, we need to pass this tunnel, and it's randomly filled with either weapons or enemies. And obviously we got the enemies this time. What else? So there are 5 levels in this game. They are much shorter than the first game, though. And generally this game is a lot more approachable, but it's still not an easy game, I would say. You only have 1 life, and the health bar is mainly is quite short and mainly used for bullet damage. A lot of enemies are one-hit kills. So here we see another power-up, the flying power. You walk very slowly in water, so you save quite a lot of time by using the flying power-up in this level. And here I'm setting up another boss quick kill. There is only 1 of these arrows found in the game, and it one-hit kills anything, so obviously quite... and that's the currency in this game. However, it's a game mechanic that's not that's not used, because to use this currency you need to enter shops, and the shops are very slow to enter. And the items you buy there are not really necessary. You can find them all naturally through the game. So you have the continue code. But you lose all the upgrades, so that's unfortunate. I had to use I'm going to use but the boss has a slight twist. It has a sort of shield that you first need to destroy with a grenade before it can take damage from the robot armor. Okay, here we go. See if we're lucky this time with the enemies. Yeah, okay. So this is a tunnel that's filled with items. And what these items do is that they upgrade your weapons, but it's actually fairly marginal. Like if you get more upgrades for the grenades, they create a bigger blast and so on, but it's not really that important, I would say. So this is again going to be a demonstration of exactly how overpowered the boomerangs are in this game. And we're getting close to the fourth boss, and here I'm going to use the earthquake power. Combine the earthquake power to stun the boss, and then I'm going to use grenades and the bazooka to deal damage to it. So this is actually a snake, but since we stunned it, you don't see the body of it, only the head. I will have to use the life power. This fourth tunnel can be quite rough if it's filled with enemies, so I need to be at full health in that case. Okay, I only lost 2 health there. It's not that bad, and it should be enough to get me through the last stage. This last section of the final level is tricky, but I'm going to position myself carefully here, so the right edge of the wing barely touches the screen, and usually I can get through without taking too much damage. And this is the second to last boss, which is very easy. I just use a robot armor and should be able to walk right through it. Almost. Then for the last boss, I'm going to attempt a quick kill. So the lightning attack, I'm going to attempt to activated just as the boss spawns. We'll see. No, I didn't get it, so I have to fight it normally. There we go. That's Ikari Warriors 2. The fastest time for this game is 7:56 or 57. I have written a guide for this one as well, that you again find through the knowledge base of SDA, Speed Demos Archive, and you also find a link to it from the guide tab in speedrun.com. Not gonna say it's an excellent game, and same goes for Ikari Warriors 1, but I'm of the opinion that all NES games, they deserve at least some attention. So I'm not gonna say that's the only factor for me speedrunning these games, but maybe a small contributing factor. However, for the next game, that is not something I thought about. Next game is just pure fun.